Welcome everybody back for some more Minecraft on the channel. As you could probably tell by the thumbnail and title of today's episode, in this space behind me, as you can see the animal is already there, we're going to be building a kind of rustic kind of animal shelter style build which will go in the back corner here. I've collected a bunch of different resources to get started with this area, and I'm going to actually cordon it off to about here and to this line right there. So if I go up maybe like 4 blocks and then bring this across just to connect up to the side here, and of course go ahead and connect it all the way along to the other side. It's going to be quite a long kind of area, quite a big area to go ahead and go and build in some animal pens. Now, this is actually going to be a little bit of a watering area where obviously the animals can come and get their water. Yeah. Make sure this is all built up to some kind of specification. This will also go ahead and come across and slowly kind of meander off into that corner, but I'm actually going to go the opposite way. So in these areas in the corner here, I'm thinking of getting them to be where the villagers of the castle live. Like, their main residence is actually in the towers. And obviously, we have to bring this path out just a little bit to make it make a little bit more sense. Like so. Which means that in this area here, we can then build up into the ceiling like that, which gives us a nice little entranceway, and then we can then of course bring in the area as like so, as the pens of the area as well. But I'm actually going to go ahead and go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then I'm going to do another pillar, and then go again, and then go again, like so. And then we can obviously go ahead and build in the water source in the corner as well, which is going to quite simply sit down here. And this is where all the animals can then go and chill. I'm just going to bring this across so it's a little bit more symmetrical just in this corner here. I'm not too sure what I want to do with the ceiling just yet, and I kind of want to bring the aesthetic in here a little bit more as well. Kind of just bringing it all together quite nicely. Obviously this is quite an expensive little build, but I actually want to make that one a four-sided little one like that. And then obviously we can then come along here. I think that's the problem with these kind of builds. You kind of want to make them look a little bit more realistic. So my idea was to have, this could be actually an animal pen in that corner, but my plan was to bring out, so this could be an animal pen here. Obviously I'd have to actually replace this into grass. Bring an animal pen out like so. Bring it along to there. There's animal pen number 1, so that's like the pigs area. And then that came out to about here. So, and then we bring the second animal pen to there. And then go on to here, which is where this animal pen would end. And then this would be kind of like a watering area, where we would actually, this is actually what I'd call the storeroom. So we'd have one animal pen there, one animal pen. I'm actually going to bring this one, go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So the animal pen will actually go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 away, and then all of these get destroyed a little bit. And then we'll have a gap of 1, 2, 3, and then we'll have sort of like a kind of like a weird corner pen here. And this is where the chickens will go, and then in this space here we will then put the other animal in here as well. See, making sure that we match everything up, so there would be a pillar here as well, as to make it look more structurally sound and everything as well. And of course we'd have even potentially bringing the pen kind of slightly more problem is there can't really be a pen here, because this is where we could have food storage, like outside food storage. What does the ceiling like this look like? Do a little corner bit like this. Ooh, I kind of like that. It's kind of like rafters. Yeah, let's do that. All the way along, we'd have that. Obviously, I need more fences and stuff. Can I jump the fence? Nope. So yeah, so we'd have sheep, for example, cows, pigs, and chickens. I'm pretty sure that's all the animals we'd have. And then this could actually be our, like a horse stables / storage area. But in theory, this is all like inside. So yeah, this could be our horse stables. Obviously, we haven't got any horses at the minute, but that is something that we will obviously have in the distant future. And of course, we have to kind of try and make this look like it's been the tiniest little bit walked on. There we go. And then you kind of get the animal area like this. Now, it is time to do the thing that I'm not the biggest fan of doing in this game, and it is going ahead and collecting the animals themselves. First things first, we do need to add the fence gates in, which shouldn't be too difficult, I think. Well, we need 4 as of right this very second. So one can go here, one go here. No real kind of rhyme or reason for this in being in random places. It's just how it's happening. So in the morning we can go ahead and fly up, see what this kind of looks like from above. You got to picture it as it'll have the fences all over the top. I just think that's going to look real good. And we can go ahead and have a little snap. And then we can go ahead and head down to the village over here, which I have 2 sheep ready for this. We will have to go and get the like cows and the chickens and stuff separately. But I've had these guys for a little while because I needed them for something and I can't really remember what it is. And everything down here is just a mess from everything else really. But by doing this we get a better understanding of kind of a wider range of what the castle entrance will look like and how we will enter the castle. Obviously if you guys got any name suggestions for this dog, please do let me know. But of course this is going to be boring, so yeah. I'm going to add these sheep and I'm going to go get the rest of the animals. And I'll see you guys once I've collected them all. And a short time later we have one, or well, two technically, sometimes three of every animal in Minecraft. I've also gone ahead and put in the ceiling with the slats like so. I think the lights hang just a tad bit low, but to be honest with you, it looks absolutely fine, and I can't really make them go any higher because they are of course hanging from the lights like so. And if I was to break and obviously put them up one more, the one they wouldn't go, two it wouldn't make much sense, so it makes more sense for it to kind of sit a little bit lower and be above head height. But I think overall, I think this area does look really cool. I need to add some details. Obviously we got a sheep pen, the pig pen, cow pen, got the chicken pen, and I've also gone ahead and got two horses in this back corner here. These aren't currently in place as I'm going to build a kind of like a little stable back here. Kind of split the room into two, but I thought I could also just have them out and about. And you guys can name these guys in the comments down below. I've got no idea what their statistics are like. I haven't even attempted to tame them. This guy is now mine, and this guy is also going to be mine in a moment. But no idea if I even have enough any saddles or anything for these guys. But I also don't really know what they are like either. I'm also going to get 2 donkeys as well. We did have a wandering villager in here as well. But there's llamas in here currently. Our elytra is also very dead. But what do you guys think of this area over here? I worked out that in the farm area we should probably also have a little pumpkin patch. So I was going to go ahead and get that in here. And I did actually go and get myself a couple of pumpkins in here as well. Like 8 seeds or something. Just plant them in here, like so. And get them in here. Like that. And that will obviously grow into being some pumpkins, and of course we can go get melons at some point as well. But I think overall this is quite a nice looking area so far. Obviously we do actually need to go ahead and add in the kind of posts around to light up the area. Obviously we don't want to have too many kind of non-lantern type posts around, just like so. I'm not too sure if I want to make a path that goes this way and that goes this way. I think I kind of do, but in reality 95% of the time we will obviously be absolutely flying around this area with our elytra, so I'm not too worried about any of that. I'm very worried about taking out all these torches, but I am going to obviously replace them with lanterns. I'm going to put a little hut along the side of here as well, just so that we can go ahead and do that. Make a couple of these, like so. Absolutely loving the lanterns this time around playing Minecraft. Not sure they let any more light off, but I definitely feel like they look the part especially for this kind of style of build that I'm currently aiming for. Make sure it's actually on the post, and of course we need to plonk one over here, or monsters will go ahead and spawn, but obviously we'll build a building just here, so this won't be too much of a problem. But anyway guys, I think that's going to do it for today's episode. I know, a short one. I'm not going to be breeding up many of the animals as well, obviously, because I'll have to basically do what I'm doing right now. Run over here, break a bunch of carrots and or potatoes. This is more for aesthetic reasons anyway. Like, it's not going to be like really a functioning farm. It will be for a little bit, but in the long run it will not be a functioning farm. It will just be for looks. But for now, I think it does look quite nice, and it does look the part. So obviously when we come in through the main gates of the castle, especially of a night time, looking down at our starter area, where obviously Roger and Dave and Brian are, we can walk into the castle. These guys actually will, some of them will move up here, but some of them, but obviously that's Brian's house, and obviously we need to get them in here. And then of course you walk into the castle, and obviously you're greeted with the farm on the left hand side, and of course a short walk away you're greeted with the animal pen. There will be sort of like an armory here, which is where I think it's Dave will live. In there we'll have a leather worker in here, which will be doing all of our saddles and all that stuff for the animals. Obviously we've got a chest in here full of all of the breeding materials. These guys can now breed, obviously, and hopefully we can get a couple of animals in here as well. I was hoping to get my elytra a little bit more health back, so I could do a little bit of a flying tour, but I'm not too sure it's going to have enough to do it. But yeah, from the air, actually it'd probably be better if I just, I'll land up here. So yeah, from up here you can see farm over here, and then a path that goes over to the barn. Let me know what you guys think of the ceiling as well. Obviously from the castle wall, this is obviously to defend. Obviously you can technically in theory walk on this and fall through, but from down here I think it does look quite nice. Kind of gives it the aesthetic of kind of like a shack. Maybe I need to pull these all the way across, so it makes a little bit more sense in terms of structural reasons. I might do that actually, just so it makes more sense. Maybe do some cross beams as well, so cross beam one that goes obviously down here, then across, so it makes a little bit more sense, and hang the lights off those instead of the fences. But let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. And anyway guys, that's all I got time for in today's episode. I'm just going to go stand in this back corner over here for a little bit of a thumbnail shot, try and get all the animals in, and yeah, I hope you guys did enjoy it nonetheless, and I'll see you guys in the next one, where we're going to build that little armory shack in the next video. Goodbye.